This question is with regards to number 7 in the Math 313 practice quiz. It says, one day you saw an interesting video on YouTube. At 2 p.m., you shared the link to only 5 people. Then at 3 p.m., each of your friends shared it to only 5 people. Then at 4 p.m., each of their friends shared it with only 5 people. If this pattern continues, then how many people receive this link by 2 a.m. the following day? Now, to help us with such a question, we can go to question 23 on page 59 in the electronic whiteboard. So let's do that. And here you have a similar question. And here's an example. So one day you saw an awesome video on YouTube. At 1 p.m. you shared a video link to 5 unique people. Then at 2 p.m. your friends shared it to 5 unique people. Then at 3 p.m. each of your friends shared it with 5 unique people. If this pattern kept happening, then how many unique people received this link by 11 p.m. starting from 1 p.m. Okay, so clearly this is a geometric sequence, and it appears that the sum formula is being used to find how many people in all. If you can recall from the previous video that the geometric sequence has 3 important formulas associated with it. Here they are, the nth term formula, the sum of the first n terms, the 2 versions of it, and the sum to infinity. So it appears that this is the formula that is being used, the sum of the first n terms, to find how many people in all saw the video. So A appears to be 5. The first term is 5, as you can see. At 1 p.m., you shared the link to 5 unique people. So A is 5. And 5, keep on sharing to 5 more every time, multiplying by 5. So therefore, now this appears to be that R must be 5 also. Okay? So it appears that this example uses second version of the formula. And we are going to solve for how many people receive video in all. Now, 11 now appears to be how many terms. Remember, it started at 1 and you end by 11. So that n must be 11 because every hour or so, 5 more people are being shared. Okay, at 1, then at 2, then at 3. So you can see the pattern every hour. So if up to 11, n must be 11. Okay, from 1 to 11. And then you simply substitute into the formula. We have to raise up 5 to the 11. Let's see if that figure is correct. Okay, 40 million and so forth. And below you have 1 minus 5 equal -4. Here they use the second version when r is more than 1. And you can see they have to be contending with the negative signs. Okay? And the negative divided by a negative is a positive. So therefore now, it would have been wise to use the first version where you have r to the n minus 1 over r minus 1 when r is greater than 1. But you'll get the same answer nonetheless. So this is what we must do for our example. We have to use the sum formula. And it appears that that's what was done. One day you saw an interesting video. At 2 p.m. you shared it to only 5 people. So A must be 5. At 2 p.m. you share the link to only 5 people. So A have to be 5, but here I see A is 1. And then at 3, on each of your friends, you share it to only 5. Then at 4, each of the friends share it to only 5. Okay, so, but you begin with 5, just like how in the example, okay, at 1 p.m. you share it to only 5. So we started at 5. Okay, so A must be 5. So there seems to be an error there. A must be 5. And so we have to delete that 1. So let's solve it. So here I'm going to solve the question number 7. Okay. And A is 5 because at 2 p.m. you share it with only 5. So you started with 5. And then at 3, each of their friends share, each of those 5 share it to only 5. So multiplying by 5. So R is 5. Then at 4, so you have 2, 3, 4. You see the pattern. Every hour, 5. Multiplying by 5. So therefore R is 5. Now at 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. next day, that's how many hours? So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 10 hours already. 1, 2, 12 hours. Okay, so N is 12. All right, so you have 5 outside times 5 raised to the 12. Okay, because N is 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, then it's 12. Okay, and so 5 has to be raised to the power of 12. We have 5 raised to the power of 12. That's 2, 4, 4, 1, 4, 0. Let me see if I can copy this and paste this there. Let's see if this is compatible. It is. And then you subtract 1. So this becomes 4. And below here we have 5 minus 1 equal 4. No, we have to multiply by 5, sorry. 5 have to be multiplied. So this has to come in a bracket. And we have to multiply by 5 outside. So we are not done yet with the numerator. Okay, so we have to multiply this figure, that 244 million, I think, by 5. And that will give us 1 billion, I think. And then divide by 4. So you can see how this explodes. That's what this is. It was viral. 1220 703 125 divided by 4. Here's the total. Here I made a slight error. When I multiplied by 5, I substituted a 0 at the end here because I was squaring that decimal. I don't have decimal. Remember, talking about the total number of people, so you must get a whole number. And then this number divided by 4, right? 205 million people. So that should be the correct answer for number 7.